San Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. It's the Navy Midshipmen and the UTSA Roadrunners. Reese Davis along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Roadrunners will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Mids offense will get the ball first. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Looking for a man. It's Woodson. Coming out aggressively. He's got it down the left. Off and running. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call, and kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Rams him with the stiff arm. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Roadrunners. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. The give to the fullback. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Give to the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Back to throw, it's Woodson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Navy will have to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still an idea.
Maybe a crease. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Right back to the well. Shakes off the defender.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Running inside, it's Henderson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's caught. It's Campbell. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The sure hands, it's Henderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
The Roadrunners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Henderson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
To throw, it's McCown. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He'll start this drive firing. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Look out. He's finding some room. Makes it past the marker. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Gets the back moving. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. On the option. Pulls it again on the option. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, midshipmen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job of executing that time by the offense on the option play. Really nice blocking up front. And the quarterback there really had a two-way go. He could have pitched that. The pitch guy was wide open. But the QB decided to keep it himself. Down here in the red zone-ish area, he's able to make guys miss and take it in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the running back. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, UTSA. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes the Navy offense. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 15 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Tar Heels sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is. Back now to your game inside the Alamo Dome. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the UTSA head coach at halftime, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's McCown. Pocket breaking down. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here comes the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been... all over the field today.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. They'll go to the fullback. There's some room, and he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Navy to the line, needing just a few inches on 3rd down. On the move. Cross. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Navy! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Motion from the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Bryant. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Gets rid of it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Now on the option. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Picks up the first down. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
To the air on first down. Fires downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the touchdown, midshipman. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Running inside, it's Henderson. He's out past the 35. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Might have a chance. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Pulls and fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They go right back to him. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really set.
And he's in. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The midshipman will get things going here on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Navy comes to the line facing second and short. The run inside. It's Smith. Got a little grass. Oh, he got loose. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On the run, it's Bryant. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It's on target and complete. And he's dragged down. They could really use a few yards here on third down because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. They'll run the option. Past the 30. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Navy! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The midshipmen come right back with a score of their own.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. He's past the 30. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Bounced off his feet.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's fourth and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And it's the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield. And, boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. To the air. It's McCown. Looking left. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Flips it out in the flat. To the 10. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Floats it out in space. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. The offense changing the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Big fella moving. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And they're stopping. I don't think this is decision time. You need a touchdown. You got to put that on the board. So this offense now, they know it's fourth down. It's a big play. What's your favorite play to go to right now?
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately. Keep the ball, but they did not. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Big fullback's got it. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news.